Now from the Weather Tracker TV Storm Studios, this is your weather today. Here's Chief Meteorologist William Cole.
All right, well, happy Tuesday, everybody. Here we go, just kind of progressing on through our work week. And I tell you what, we've got another day of beautiful weather on the way. Mostly sunny skies, high temperatures in the 70s around the area, and light wind as well. Again, if you enjoyed yesterday, you'll enjoy today. And really, I think you'll enjoy the next couple of days as this overall, again, very quiet weather pattern continues up until this weekend, specifically on Friday. I'm still tracking this El Nino shift pattern, and that's when things could get a little more interesting, mainly with opportunities of rain back in the forecast. So again, we will detail that out coming up. But this is where we started the morning around the Metroplex. These were your morning lows, mostly 40s, a couple of the frost pockets like Denton, and even up through McKinney down into the 30s. So chilly, yes, but again, for this time of year, not overly cold. Again, out the door earlier this morning. So looking at radar, again, here in North Texas, we're quiet. In the Lone Star State, we're quiet. And really, as you look around the country, you're seeing mostly brown, right? You're seeing the background of the map, but you're not really seeing any colors. The radar for this time of year especially is unusually quiet. You have to look well up into the Midwest, or you have to look out along the West Coast to find any kind of active weather. And the main reason for that, most of the active storm systems are well out to the west. There would be our storm system for Friday. It's really getting its act together off the coast of California. But even as you look well out into the Pacific, in fact, the Hawaiian Islands would be down in there. You can see 1, 2, 3, maybe even a fourth storm lined up out here in the Pacific. So the bottom line is it's a turbulent pattern developing out in the Pacific, and everything you're seeing out to the west eventually is going to have to come east as we go forward in time. So yes, the opportunity of rain is back in the forecast for this upcoming Friday, but really as we go forward in time over the next week or two, again, the pattern could become a little more active. Now, this time of year, the other piece of that, whenever you're talking about the opportunity of precipitation, meaning will it be rain or is there going to be anything more involved with it, you look up to the north. Where is the Arctic air? The good news in this situation, the Arctic air is well to the north. It's cold in Canada. We mentioned this yesterday, but there's locations in Canada in the 20s, the 30s, even a couple 40s. It's cold for us, but for them, those temperatures are well above normal. So we'll see what happens if those purples and pinks you see well up there, almost close to the North Pole, to be honest with you, if those begin to move. Typically in February, we'll still see some of that Arctic air mass movement. So obviously more on that as we go forward in time. But let's talk about the great weather. First of all, it's all because of this. Look at that huge ridging pattern across most of the nation. Again, that's for the next couple of days, but then take a look at this. Here comes our El Nino jet stream kicking back in just in time for the weekend. And again, you can see even going forward in time, the El Nino jet continues. And again, simply put, I think our pattern will be, again, fairly active also in the parts of next week and beyond as well. But just talking about this upcoming weekend, we're basically dry all the way through Friday. And again, just kind of a snapshot around the Friday timeframe. Who has the opportunity of seeing rain? You can see here in North Texas, yes, I can tell you some of the newest data this morning, and we'll have to track this carefully, is skewing the rain chances maybe a little bit further to the east. In fact, I've lowered our rain opportunity to a 50% now here in the Metroplex. It's still a more than likely opportunity, but again, you can't even see some of the rainfall totals maybe looking a little bit healthier again off to our east, but a half an inch, maybe a little bit more, still looking quite possible again here in North Texas. Again, some of that high-level cloud cover, cirrus cloud cover spills in from the west, but outside of that over the next 24 to 48 hours, you see it. Again, future radar there, completely quiet. But look at these 70s. This is a great way to begin to close out January. Temperature soaring well above normal as we go through the afternoon. And it's also another day, again, where winds do remain very light, 5 to right around 10 miles per hour. Here's a look at your Tuesday evening. Temperatures through the 60s. No real weather complications. And then even overnight tonight, more in the way of 40s. So chilly, but again, not necessarily overly cold. And then for tomorrow, more 60s, but quite a few 70s around the area as well. So again, that's going to be our general theme over the next several days. Could be an isolated shower on Thursday. That's looking less likely. Then it's going to be Friday night the way it looks. An opportunity of some rain and storms, looking a little cooler by Sunday.